What is up, everybody? You are very welcome along to Saturday night's late night agenda. As always, I'm your host Craig, and you are very, very welcome along to tonight's stream. I hope life is treating you well. I hope that you're all healthy, and I hope that, like where I am, it's been sunny for the last day or two, and you guys have managed to at least sit out in the back garden or on your balcony or whatever it might be and get some of those beautiful sun rays on your skin. And I don't know, for me, it just kind of revitalizes me and gives me a bit of energy, and it is what I needed badly. And as you can see from my face, I probably forgot to put some sun cream on, but hey, that's okay. Lesson learned. We move forward. Joanne, how are you? Welcome. Thank you. The onset sticker, the first one of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm going to start the stream by reminding you all that we are broadcasting both on YouTube and on Hot Mic. Now, this is where the good news comes in, ladies and gentlemen. The Bundesliga is back next weekend, and you bet your ass that the Anfield agenda, or the Bundesliga agenda, or whatever you want to call us, we'll be doing watch-alongs of the Bundesliga. So, make sure you have downloaded the Hot Mic app. There is a link in the description. It is available completely free. It's available on the Google Play Store. It's available on the Apple App Store. Use the code that you can see on the screen there now to sign up. Anfield, all capital letters, all one word, of course. Use that when prompted when you download the app, and then give us a follow on there as well. The beauty of the Hot Mic app, and you will get to see it in action from next weekend, is that it allows you to have airs, as in this scenario, my commentary of the game with your TV in sync with exactly the point of the game that you are watching it. It's a beautiful piece of kit. I've been going on about it for ages. Finally, we're going to start to see how Hot Mic comes into its own and why it was built. So download that Hot Mic app. More than ever now, this is the time to do it. Help us out as well. Every time you download that app and put in the code Anfield, as you can see it on screen there now, and follow us on there as well, it does help us out financially. It costs nothing for you guys to do. The app is completely free. You get a live chat function like you do on here. You get pretty much everything that you do on YouTube, and it helps us out massively. And after talking a few more big YouTubers into coming across and giving Hot Mic a try, I can't really talk out loud, you know what I mean? I don't want to drop any names or anything, but keep an eye out. That's all that I'm saying. Hot Mic's going to explode over the next month or two. Keep an eye out for who's coming to it. Make sure that you don't miss out. Download that app, put in the code Anfield, and help us out, and help yourselves out as well, because it's going to be some fun. I know the Claude and the Bances have signed up on there recently as well. Our good friend Lee Gunner is on there. The Anfield Rapper on there. Redmen are on there. We're on there. Football Terrace is on there. So many broadcasters on there. I'm probably Lee Chappie's on there, and I know I'm probably forgetting about 10 other amazing accounts. Scarlett Pimpernel, Nick, lovely fella as well from Wales on there. Please do go over, download the app, and when you're finished downloading it and putting in the code Anfield and giving us a follow, have a look through the list. Have a look through the list of broadcasters, see who takes your fancy, and by all means give those guys a follow as well. There's enough love to go around for absolutely everybody. How are we? Mo said we'll download it for you, Craig. No problem. You're a gent, sir. Thank you. Right. There's loads and loads and loads to get through, ladies and gentlemen. Loads. Now, how do we start off this stream? With a bit of a somber moment, I suppose. I mean, today would have been the day that we would have seen the Hendo Shuffle at Anfield. Today would have been the day that we would have been presented with the Premier League trophy, and Jordan Brian Henderson would have lifted that aloft, and 54,000 people inside that stadium. I'm sure even the away fans would have stood to applaud or clapped. But unfortunately, with the world is where it is, that will be put off. But I'm still filled with hope that Project Restart will come into play, and that we will see Jordan Henderson eventually lifting that Premier League trophy above his head, albeit not inside a packed Anfield. But you know what? It'll go in the record books, and we will get plenty of time to celebrate it. And what a better way? If you can't be at the stadium to celebrate it, then why not virtually celebrate it together? Because football is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Say it again. Say it out loud. Scream it from the rooftops. Football is coming back. Yes, yes, yes. It seems so long. The Bundesliga will keep us ticking along rather nicely until the Premier League gets back in action. UFC as well tonight on ESPN if you're in the States, on BT if you're in the UK and Ireland. Sport is eventually slowly starting to come back, and you know what? I am so excited. Yes, of course, I can talk and should talk about all the stuff that needs to be in place and all the testing that needs, everything that needs to be put in place. But there are people far smarter than I who are taking care of that one. So right now, all I'm doing is celebrating the fact that football is a week away, ladies and gentlemen. The Bundesliga is back. Who are we going to be supporting in the Bundesliga, ladies and gentlemen, if the Premier League gets back? Are we going full on RB Leipzig, Timo Werner watch? Or are we going Dortmund because we have a relationship with that club? And of course, Jurgen Klopp used to manage them. Are you a Borussia Mönchengladbach fan? Are you a Bayern Munich fan? Are you a Schalke fan? Pick your team. It doesn't matter. They'll do. Until the Reds are back in action, ladies and gentlemen. Bundesliga, that'll do us. Welcome to the Bundesliga agenda, is what I will be saying for the next month or so. Right, who have we got? There's a split here. I mean, well, hello there's gone for Dortmund. Liverpool, you'll never walk alone's gone for Leipzig. Jack's Page is Dortmund. Mönchengladbach for Al. Leipzig for Angus Court. Oliver's gone for Dortmund. Dortmund as well for Casper. Delwyn for Leipzig. It's a mix. It depends on who you like, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? And you know what? It's football and I cannot wait. Right, so let's start off today nice and early with my bullshit rumour of the day. And it's one that I'm sure a lot of people don't want to hear me saying, but if you listened, and here's a bit of a shameless plug, if you listened to our broadcast that we did with James Pearce of The Athletic 2 days ago, which is up on the channel, by the way. If you haven't watched it, please do check it out. James was very good fun. It was lovely to have him on for a chat. We talked Tiger King, we talked Sopranos, we talked what his favourite binge food is, we talked football, we talked transfers, we talked everything. But it was a pleasure to chat with James Pearce. Please do go and check that out as well. Not now. Let's get through this stream and save it for later on. But to those that did join us, I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm still getting used to the interviewing style. You know, usually it's just me sitting in front of a camera, but I'm trying to hone my interviewing skills. And one of the things that I was taught very long time ago by somebody far more intelligent than I when it comes to these matters is to just let the guests speak. Don't interrupt. Sit back. Because, you know, you tune in to watch me every week, but when you've got a guest on, you want to hear what the guest has to say. So I try and keep my words to a minimum during these interviews, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, I put it right up there with Graham Hunter, my favourite interviews. It was brilliant, and thank you so much to James Pearce for coming on and having a chat with us. Now, as I said, this kind of leads me back around to my bullshit transfer rumour of the day or of the week. And numerous reports have emerged suggesting that Liverpool are interested in Napoli's centre-back Kalidou Koulibaly and are in pole position to sign him. Now, when I spoke with James Pearce on Thursday, we kind of both agreed that it was a very unlikely deal. Mainly because of Joe Gomez. And Joe Gomez is the centre-back partner for Virgil van Dijk. That is who Jurgen Klopp views as a long-term centre-back partner to Virgil van Dijk. And we have Joe Matip as backup. And as things stand, we've got Dexy Lovren. That could change. But my point here, I suppose, ladies and gents, is that it doesn't seem to make any sense to go out there and drop 70 or 80 million quid on a centre-back in this financial climate where we currently stand as a football club and as an industry together. It just doesn't make any sense. Now, funnily enough, the Mirror believe that we're favourites to go and sign him, even though David Maddock, and I'm not having to go with David Maddock at all here, David Maddock said that he expects us to do no business because of the current financial uncertainty. I don't know what to think. I know what to think about the Koulibaly thing, as in it ain't happening. So anybody that wants me to come on here and say Koulibaly's going to join Liverpool, I firmly believe and have been saying for months and months and months, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. There's no need for it. It's ridiculous money for somebody that we don't need. That's my personal take on it. Of course, everybody's going to have their own point of view on it, and I'm happy to read out your comments. I'd love to know what you guys have to think. I hope most of you can see the sense of where I'm coming from. Would I like Koulibaly? Of course I would. He's an amazing centre-back. He's brilliant. Him, Van Dijk, Gomez, Matip, perfect. I've left out Dejan Lovren there, but I would imagine in that scenario, Lovren would have moved on. But yeah, it's not one that I can see happening, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm being honest about it. Have I seen Jurgen is swiping right on Mbappe's dad, said Josh Page. I love that, mate. Love the way you put it well in. Delwyn said we don't need him. With regards to Koulibaly, Adam Parks has asked me how I'm doing. I am doing fine, thank you, sir. Life's not treating me too bad. I'm okay at the minute, thank you. I've been doing so much exercise and getting my mindset right is so important. We need to stay strong at this time. Yes, mate, doing those exercises, getting the endorphins in the old brain, reducing there, putting out the happy juice and kind of tiring you out and helping you sleep as well. So some good advice there, and my fat ass needs to be getting... I've ordered a piece of exercise equipment. I did tell you guys I've ordered a cross trainer or an elliptical machine, whatever you want to call it, but it's probably going to be another 3 or 4 weeks before that gets delivered because, you know, everybody's ordering exercise equipment at the minute. So I'm on a mission to lose some weight. I'm even trying to cut down on the old Diet Coke. I'm on the Volvic again, so I'm trying my best because, look, I got right down, went back up a little bit, and I need to get my fat ass back down again. Right, what else have we got? We'll move on to another transfer target in a second, but let me read out some of your comments. Matthew Burton, excuse me. Thank you for the super sticker, mate. I was going to say super chat, but it is a super sticker. Ladies and gents, by the way, good news for our membership front. As we told you guys before, our membership is only 99p a month to join, and we've opened up our Discord group to all Anfield Agenda members. Now, what else do you get for your 99p a month? You get use of all the cool emojis that you see the likes of Ricky Hill and that putting on the screen there now. My bald head, Premier League trophy, 6 times emoji, loads of other bits and pieces as well. You also get the Anfield Agenda logo beside your name. And I know you can't see this at your end, but at my end, your name shows up in green as well. So your comments really do stand out. And as I said, that's just 99p a month or 99 cents a month if you're in Europe, if you're in America. Just click that join button. Welcome to the family if you have done so. And also, we have an ultra membership of $4.99 a month. And for those members, we're going to be doing a kind of crack-on-esque, a Craig and Connor podcast that we're going to put out to you guys separately. It won't be a video thing. It won't be on YouTube because we've always said we're not going behind a paywall. But it will be something just as a thank you to those members that had supported us right throughout the hard times. I mean, $4.99 a month to us means a lot. So thank you to those guys, and we are working on that podcast that we're going to be putting out 2 or 3 times a month as well for our ultra members, which is $4.99. But if we can get to 200 members, that would be amazing, and we're getting really close. So if you want to join up, as I said, it's just 99p a month, and there are all the cool emojis on the screen right now. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us on Hot Mic, firstly, thank you. Really appreciate you guys being with us over there. If I can ask you guys one favour, hit the share button. Now, why am I asking you to hit the share button? I hear you asking. One, it's to let people know that we're live. That we're live on Hot Mic and that Hot Mic exists because we're still trying to promote that platform. And 2, again, it does give us a little boost financially, just you hitting that share button, sharing it to whatever social media platform that you like. Now, where do you guys want me to go next? I can have a chat about Saka from Arsenal. We can talk about 5 substitutions taking place. Loads to get through. What have we got? Somebody said, Craig, you're not fat. That's very kind of you. I really appreciate the kind words. But I am. I mean, at one point in my life, I was over 20 stone. Now I'm about 15 and a bit. And I did get down to 12 stone at one point. So I've done well. I mean, in my life overall, I've gotten right down. But I do need to get, you know what I mean? I still need to sort out. There can be work that can be done there to improve. But I do appreciate your kind words. Even if you're lying to me. I appreciate it. What have we got? John Cable said, I predict lots of cheap exercise equipment once the lockdown ends. I thought John, I swear to God, I thought the very same thing. I thought to myself, yeah, I'm buying this now. I'm probably paying a premium. But then again, like you've said, mate, in a month's time, all these places will be flooded, or all the sites will be flooded with cheap equipment, second-hand equipment that people are selling off because the gyms are back open or whatever. Wonton Super Noodles. Belter of a name, that. Belter of a name, mate. Welcome to the Anfield Agenda Ultras, my friend. Beautiful to have you with us. Craig, have you been doing Joe Wicks? No, I haven't. How do I put this? What he has been doing has been good, but what I will say is there's some background stuff with Mr. Wicks with certain newspapers and certain political allegiances and stuff that doesn't sit well with me as a person, but I am not going to come on here and belittle what he does because he's getting people fit, and that's a good thing. Wouldn't mind a chat about Divock, said Jack's page. Nothing major, just Divock. I mean, he's the most Divock of all the Divocks, Jack, and if we were to rate Divocks on the scale of Divock to Divock, Divock would definitely be at the Divock end of the Divock scale. Probably the Divockiest of all the Divocks, as I said. So, Divock. I hope that's worked, mate. Saka will be a class signing, said Louis 10i. Christine Nolan, thank you so much for the super chat. Said, hi Craig, please say hello to Sinead. Should have been her communion. I'm so sorry to hear that. She was really looking forward to seeing her Salah lifting the cup today. Well, firstly, hello Sinead. Sinead's our little friend. Long time viewer of the channel, Dave and Christine's daughter. I'm so sorry you didn't get to make your communion today, princess, but you know what? It will happen at some point, and I've no doubt your mum and dad will spoil you rotten, as you deserve to be spoiled. And from my family to your family, Sinead, all our love and best wishes. And you'll see Salah, your favourite player, lifting that trophy as well along the way. But honey, we're thinking of you, and it's lovely that you're still watching. I'm trying to watch my swearing just for you. I've tried to keep it to a minimum, Sinead, but you know me, I let things slip from time to time. But thank you so much. Right, what else have we got? Forget the exercise equipment, it'll be eclipsed by all the loo roll on the market, said John. Well, at least that has a use, John, do you know what I mean? At least you can always use the old toilet roll. Craig, I'm going to watch Leipzig because in my opinion they have young, interesting teams, said Subi, which is a really good point, mate. I mean, you've got Upamecano, you've got Werner, loads of other players as well. You've got Julian Nagelsmann there at Leipzig, which, you know, means they're playing good football as well. A manager to keep an eye on for the future, perhaps. That's a good shout from Subi. Liverpool, you'll never walk alone, said welcome to @1ton Super Noodles, our newest member. Beautiful, and this is why I love our community. New member joins and straight away they're being welcomed by everybody else. It's a beautiful thing. Remember the Diet Chav days, said Louis. I do. Do you know what, mate? I'm limiting myself to 1 can a day, and even at that, I'm not drinking the entire can. But yeah, I do remember the Diet Chav days, and that will be something for our kind of old-timer viewers, I suppose. If anybody wonders what the hell they're talking about Diet Chav. Anyway, let's move on. More football talk, ladies and gents. Football Insider claims that Liverpool are interested in signing Arsenal's Saka, but it seems Arsenal are ready to reject any interest in him from clubs this summer. Arsenal are hoping he'll agree to a new long-term deal, as his current deal only has 1 more season left to run on it. They also reckon, by the way, Football Insider, that Sadio Mane is set to be handed a new improved deal that would lead to him seeing out the remainder of his career with the Reds. Now that would do rather nicely, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against Sadio Mane spending the rest of his career with us. But what I do wonder is, with the front three having signed new deals recently enough, is there a need to reward Sadio with another new deal? I'm not complaining about it, don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying that the good folks of Football Insider have this right nor wrong. I'm just wondering what your opinion is on it. I'm all for Sadio Mane being at Liverpool for the rest of his career. I love Sadio. So yeah, 2 things there I suppose that we're talking about, folks. Saka, the young kid from Arsenal. Even if he would come on a free in a year's time, I think there would still be that scenario, and I could be wrong on this, where we would still have to come to some type of compensation figure, or whoever he would sign for, even on a free, for his training and his upbringing at Arsenal. I think they would be due some type of compensatory, or is that the right word? They'd be due compensation anyway. And remember when we signed Danny Ings, that went to a tribunal, and that seemed to take an eternity for that fee to be sorted out. So look, I like the kid Saka. I've made no secret of the fact that I do hope that we make a move from will he sign the new deal at Arsenal? I guess time will tell. And then I said we've got the stuff about Sadio Mane. The mythical 123 said, Craig, will you do a Bundesliga watch-along? Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, I'll be doing lots of them, mate. Not just one. Lots of them. Football's going to be back, baby. I'm going to be doing loads of watch-alongs. This will be the fucking Bundesliga agenda until the Premier League kicks back off. So yes, absolutely, mate. Which is why I've said to download the Hot Mic app. Because yes, we'll be doing our watch-alongs on YouTube as we always do. It is the home of Anfield Agenda's watch-alongs. But Hot Mic will come into its own during the watch-alongs. Because let's say, for instance, you want to watch the game but you're dying for a pee, or you want to make a cup of coffee. You pause your TV, you run off, you go to the loo, you make your cup of tea or coffee, you come back in, you sit down, and you think, oh crap, I wanted to use that Hot Mic app Craig was on about, or I wanted to do the watch along, but now I'm going to be behind don't worry. Hot Mike's got you covered. They've got that beautiful button on there called the sync button. SYNC, sync button. So when you go onto the app, you choose the broadcast that you want to watch for the game that you want to watch. Then that sync button will appear. You press it and it will listen to your television. It'll know at what point of the game you're watching, even if you have paused it and gone off. And it will sync up my match commentary or whoever your broadcaster's match commentary is for this game on Hot Mic direct to either your mobile device, your soundbar or whatever. You lower down the volume on your television and then you have our match commentary synced up to how you are watching the game in your time frame. No spoilers in the chat like you would get on YouTube if you're a little bit behind, because the chat as well will be up to date with how you are watching the game. So it's class. You won't get this goal stuff that sometimes happens, even me, on YouTube from time to time. So Hot Mike's got you covered, which is one of the reasons I love the app. So please do download it from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and use the code Anfield, all capital letters, on sign up. Right, what have we got? Saka on $3,000 a week. I mean, it's weird when we talk about these things, Digger True Red, isn't it? Because $3,000 a week to somebody like me sounds like the most amount of money I'll ever see in my life on a weekly basis. Like, but $3,000 a week to a young up-and-coming footballer, as talented as he is, probably ain't that much money, and he can probably get a much better contract. And I'm sure, as the piece pointed out, Arsenal trying to tie him down to a 5-year deal would be on much more improved terms. So I guess the future will be in the kid's hands and his representatives and his family, and I'm sure they'll sit down and they'll do what they believe is best for him. But I'd love to see him at Liverpool, I'm not going to lie. I mean, he looks like a very promising talent for that left-hand side. And what else we got? Let's go over to Hot Mic for some comments and some questions now. Craig, I've signed up on Hot Mic but could never get it synced up to my TV. Well, the reason that would be because, well, I suppose we haven't been doing any watch-along, so there wouldn't be a reason for you to be able to sync it up to your TV. But then we're back in action with the Bundesliga next Saturday, David, so hopefully it'll work for you, buddy, and there won't be any issues with that regard. Let me just move up and get some more Hot Mic questions coming in. What do I think about Harry Wilson's future? Asked Luke Dunn over on Hot Mic. I think it's a difficult one because my gut instinct is to say that he'll be sold. But then again, if we're in a current financial situation where Liverpool would have to accept a cut price fee for a player, would they? And James Pearce said this, I think, as well when we spoke. Why wouldn't they just sit back and hang on to him for another year and see how he develops, or put him back out on loan? I don't think personally that his long-term future lies at Liverpool. That's my own humble opinion on this one. But I'd love to know what you guys think, of course, because this is a community channel. I mean, my opinion is every bit as valid as all of your opinions. So what do you guys think about Harry Wilson? Miss football, but your bald head makes me happy, said Thomas McGee. Thank you, mate. Whatever makes anybody happy, if I can make you smile and make you happy, then that's all good with me, mate. If it's my bald head that does it, brilliant, that'll do. Liverpool, you'll never walk alone, say Arsenal won't sign Saka up to a new deal. They struggled to sign Auba up as well. They're trying, mate. That's everything that I've read suggested that they're trying. Now, the difference, I suppose, with Aubameyang is his age and maybe his wage. I don't know. I'm going to be having a couple of guys from Claude and the Banstas on Monday. If you know Claude from AFTV, from that background, Claude I'm not sure which two of the three, but I will have two of Claude's crew on a Monday night for a chat as well. I'm also delighted to say that on Thursday I'm going to be joined live at 8:30 by Jan Agafjortov for a talk about European transfers, a talk about his career, a talk about his interview with Jurgen Klopp after we beat Barcelona after the Champions League final, and just so many other things that I want to chat to him about. So again, please do hit that subscribe button on YouTube and keep an eye out for it on Hot Mic as well. Another big interview for the channel. And there's another one in the works as well that I can't quite announce yet because I don't have a date for it. I also had a chat with Mark as well, Mark Obridge. Mark's going to come on for a chat as well. It'll probably be in about 10 days to 2 weeks time because Mark's really busy. But yeah, Mark will be coming on for a chat as well. So loads of reasons to keep coming back and watching us, even if, you know, you're sick of us at this point. There are some big interviews coming up, and I'm really excited. It is a great time for our channel to be able to get the James Pearces of this world, the Jan Agafjortops of this world, who have interviewed Guillaume Balaguer, Jamie Webster. And by the way, the Jamie Webster interview is up on the channel from just before we went to win the Champions League final, if you want to go back and have a look at that. Guillaume Balaguer. We've been really lucky for such a fledgling channel to have gotten so many great interviews, and I'm very thankful for them. But it's because of your love and support, ladies and gents, that we've got to where we are. So thank you again. What else we got? Let's hope the Bundesliga starts the momentum for other leagues to restart, especially the Premier League, said Elijah John 5. Kevin over in Hot Mike said, we will get rid of Harry Wilson when the window opens. There's another one in the works as well, I think you're trying to say. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I don't think his future, Kevin, does lie at Liverpool, mate. And if we could get 15, 20 million, he's probably worth 20 to 25 million. But if you get a bit less, then yeah, there you go. Well, hello there, said Goldbridge. Yes, I mean, I've done loads of stuff with Mark, mate. I think we've done 4 streams together, something like that. And I keep in regular contact with Mark because, as I've always said, Mark Goldbridge has been a very good friend to this channel. He's been very good to me behind the scenes as well. And yeah, I've gotten loads of helpful advice from over the years, and I hope that friendship continues to develop, because I despise the club that the man supports, but him as a fella, he's a top bloke, he really is. What else we got? Elijah John 5 said, Craig, how do you get these high profile guests to appear on your shows? Moobs. You know what I mean, mate? They've seen the moves from Barcelona Watchalong, and they want to be in on that action. They want to be in on the move action, Elijah John 5. Your profile is obviously growing. Sometimes it's being cheeky, Elijah John 5. Sometimes it's just atting them on Twitter and being cheeky. Sometimes it's a friend of a friend, or sometimes it's people that I've worked with in the past that I just hit up and say, hey, would you be willing to come on again? And sometimes you just get lucky. It is a mixture of everything, mate. Yeah, I mean, the same way I can't explain how we have 37,000 subscribers, I can't explain how we get so many people, or we're getting a few people on for interviews. True Geordie, said Elwyn Jones. Nah, no love from Brian. Someday, hopefully, but no love from Brian as of yet. Craig, when do you think the Premier League will return? Said Cameron. Well, mate, there is a meeting on Monday. And the meeting was, I believe, supposed to take place on Friday from the Premier League and all the stakeholders involved. But I wanted to wait for the government, who had delayed, I think, the UK government, who had delayed their latest update on how they're going to start to get things moving in the right direction, shall we say. I'm trying to be very careful with the language that I use here. So there will be a meeting taking place on Monday after the UK government have announced their plans. And then I suppose Project Restart will hopefully start to come into effect. I would guess the 2nd to 3rd week of June. So I've seen anything from June 14th, June 7th. Yeah, I would say sometime around the middle of June, all going well. Players have to get back to training as well, so they're going to have to start opening up the training ground. I think Melwood will be opening up soon enough, I think, for players and to individually start coming back. And look, this is very technical, detailed stuff that is way above my pay grade, so I don't want to say anything that's wrong or give out any fake information, but those in the know seem to think the 2nd, 3rd week of June. Cameron seems to be a reasonable guess at a time frame. Tearing it down, he said, Timo will be a Liverpool player, I'm certain. I'm pretty certain of that as well. I mean, I'm as certain as I can be in this climate, and I've no inside information on it. But even El Jimbo Pearce, James Pearce, seemed to be fairly upbeat on the Timo Werner side of things. I mean, Liverpool are a clever club. They're run very well financially by FSG, and they kind of have to wait to see what the future holds. Because let's say we face going into the 2020-2021 season with all stadiums empty and still being played behind closed doors. Liverpool, just from our perspective, and every other club will be similar, but we could be somewhere between 85 to 100 million down in revenue from ticket sales and gate receipts. So Liverpool have to factor this in, and even a club as well run, as financially stable as Liverpool, aren't immune from having to, be careful about what they do. But on the Timo Werner thing, there has been something that's caught my eye that maybe we can use to our advantage a little bit. And I'm going to move on to that now. 1 second. Let me just scroll up here. I'm sure you guys are probably seeing this as well. But where is it? So, Italian outlet Gazzetta dello Sport, and I love saying that name, Gazzetta dello Sport. It kind of reminds me of James Richardson sitting there doing Football Italia with his little espresso, sitting there reading his pink newspaper. That's what I think of. So Gazzetta dello Sport have claimed that Timo Werner could be available for a lower price of €50 million, which I think is about £43 million, something like that, if Leipzig don't win the Bundesliga. They believe it's because of a clause in the player's contract, and it's absolutely music to my ears if true. I'd love to know what you guys think about that as well. That would make it even more probable, in my humble opinion, that we get Werner. I mean, I still see us getting Werner one way or the other. I can't see us not getting Timo Werner. I just can't. He wants to come. We need him. I mean, you might argue with me over the need part, but let's look at it from a rotation point of view and back up to the front three and giving the guys a rest. Then I think we can kind of all agree that Werner's a good fit. I hope we can agree that Werner's a good fit. And if we can get him for £43 million instead of the £54 million, that's £10 million saved. That'd be great. And we all know that if there is one boyo who can go in there and get a good deal negotiated, it is Michael Edwards. And if that is the deal, or if that is what is in his contract, then I'm sure Liverpool will be aware of that. Whether his agent has made Liverpool aware of that or that, I don't know. But I just can't see him going anywhere else. He's already spoken about the fact that he doesn't want to stay in Germany. And Bayern Munich have come out and said that they've given up on Timo Werner, that he's come out and openly said that his future wouldn't lie in Bavaria, so his future would lie outside of the Bundesliga if he wanted to move. So again, we've heard him say that Klopp's the best manager in the world. He's spoken about Liverpool, and look, of all the signings, I think this is the most likely one. What else have we got? We will win the league when this situation is over, said Kevin. And I agree, mate. I hope we get back to playing football really soon. And yeah, we do win the damn league, because it's only 2 games needed. Although we want everyone to complete all the games, of course. What else have we got? When's the German league finished? I couldn't tell you off the top of my head how many games are left or what way they've worked out the fixtures, Delwyn. So I'm not going to give you incorrect answers. So I'll just, pass on that one. Or I hope somebody in the chat perhaps can give you a better answer. Well, hello there, said Craig. Won't Manchester City get an advantage when football is played behind closed doors? Technically, maybe. Did you see what, was it Borussia Mönchengladbach have done? They've been putting cardboard cutouts of fans, and I think the fans have each paid a fee, I think, to have their cardboard cutout put in around their stadium, which is a really cool idea. I've also seen other clubs or other broadcasters talk about maybe CGIing in fans into the stadium, but I thought the cardboard cutout idea was, 1, a good way of raising a few quid, and 2, just good fun. I really do think it's good fun, so well done on that one. What have we got? I feel like this Werner deal has gone on far too long for it not to be a reality, said Kieran. Joanne Fisher said, oh, you're talking to somebody else, sorry Joanne. Mustache Crab, there's a belter of a name. Werner's contract must be the most confusing contract ever. I've heard so many other things. As have I, mate. As have I. Go back to last summer when he signed that new deal at Leipzig. The rumour was that there was a €30 million release clause in his contract. Then we move on to this year and we hear it's a €60 million release clause. And now we're hearing that maybe it's a €50 million release clause if Leipzig don't win the league. So much like you, mate, I'm as confused as everybody else, and I've heard varying amounts. Now, at the end of the day, from our point of view as fans, we won't give a fuck. As long as Werner ends up at Liverpool, that'll do rather nicely. And I still say that with Nike, I'm sure I'm supposed to pronounce it Nike, about to become the club's kit manufacturer from next season onwards, so from the summer onwards, they're going to want at least one nice signing to come in to help push shirt sales. Although, look, they'll fly off the shelves anyway, because Liverpool are the best team in the world, and yeah, they're going to sell a load of shirts. But I think, maybe I'm just putting these two things together and wishful thinking, but I really do think that we will get Timo Werner, and I'm looking forward to the Nike deal. I'm looking forward to Liverpool really stepping up into the big time. Because look, New Balance have been brilliant, and I've enjoyed their kits. I've enjoyed all the other bits and pieces that they've done. But when you're with Nike and you've got the deal that Liverpool have, 30 million a season, the rumour 20% of all merchandise sales as well, that could work out to a pretty good deal for the club. What's the Ndombele story? It is bullshit, mate, is what it is. It's something that I wasn't even going to touch on, but it is another one of my bullshit rumours of the day. So there has been a rumour going around that Liverpool might sign Tanguy Ndombele on loan from Spurs, and a few other clubs have been listed in the article as well. Firstly, why the fuck would Spurs loan out their record signing to a Premier League rival? Now, whatever we might think, I think he's had some issues with Mourinho at the club. I don't know. We don't need Ndombele. We ain't going to sign him on loan. Daniel Levy is not going to loan him out to a Premier League rival. We can put that one to bed and file that under complete and utter horseshit. I mean, if there was a layer below the horseshit level, I'd probably get a shovel and dig it up and put it into that level of like lower bullshit. I mean, it's nonsense is how I describe it, to be quite honest. Ajax have confirmed though that Donny van de Beek will move on if a suitable fee is agreed with a club this summer. He has been long muted with a move to Real Madrid. I'm not saying that Liverpool have any interest whatsoever in Donny van de Beek, but I like him as a footballer. I'd love him at the club, I'm not going to lie. We won't sign him, we're not linked to sign him, but I could see him. I could so see him slipping into that midfield, giving Hendo a rest from time to time and doing bits. I really could. Whoever gets Donny van de Beek is going to get a very, very, very good footballer. I just hope it's not a Premier League rival. I would rather see him move on to Real Madrid or somewhere than come and play for another Premier League club. Am I worried about us overspending on a player, said Casper? No, mate, because we wouldn't do it. Simple. The club are too well run. We've proven to be really shrewd operators in the transfer market, so not worried about it at all, mate. I mean, I have nothing but faith in the club and the transfer market. Neil Anthony said, I read that it's Shaqiri plus 20 million for Werner. I haven't seen that myself, Neil, but that would work. I'll take it. Yes, that'd do me nicely. Shaqiri, another player who has been linked to a move away from the club. He's been linked to Sevilla. I think he'd been linked to a couple of other teams as well. I don't know. I have heard that he wants to play Champions League football, and Leipzig will be playing Champions League football more than likely. So, yeah. I mean, if that's the case, then that would work for me. 20 million and Shaqiri for Werner. Yes, that'll do. So that would mean that our outlay there, using really basic maths, would be 33 million. Since we got Shaqiri for so cheap. I know you've got to take into account his wages, VAT, agents, fees, amortization, all that kind of stuff, but let's just do basic maths for a second. Mbappe or Werner if I had to choose? Mbappe, obviously, Mario. I mean, if it was down to Kylian Mbappe or Timo Werner, surely anybody would choose Mbappe in that scenario, but it's not going to happen because you could buy probably 5 to 6 Timo Werners for the price of a Kylian Mbappe with regards to transfer fees, and that's before you get into the wages and agents fees and all that kind of stuff as well. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for those of you that are joining us over on Hot Mic as well. If you haven't downloaded that Hot Mic app, the Bundesliga is starting, ladies and gents. Our watch-alongs are going to be better. Use that Hot Mic app. Go to the Google Play Store. Go to the Apple App Store. Hot Mic, HOTMIC. It is completely free. Download that app and put in the code Anfield. And when we hit 2,000 followers on there, by the way, as promised, we're going to give away a £50 Amazon gift card to one of our followers. And when we hit 40,000 subscribers on YouTube, we're also going to give away another £50 Amazon gift card as a thank you to one of our subscribers on YouTube as well. And we do like to always try and give a little bit back as well. And you know what? I'll even throw in a forfeit. So when we hit 2,000 on Hot Mic, 2,000 followers, we'll go for another forfeit. You guys seen the last one. It was me in full makeup. well, let's see what this brings. So look, you're also doing us a massive favour. You're helping the channel survive as well. It's free for you to download. Put in that code Anfield. Give us a follow. If you're on there right now, please do hit the share button. And yeah, you're helping us out massively. Right, what have we got? And it doesn't cost a penny, which is win-win. How's Lucas? Said Craig. So I feel like I'm asking myself a question. Lucas is good, thank you. He's been lashing the Xbox out of it, playing Minecraft a go. But yeah, he's been good, thank you, mate. He's been very good. Much better than I thought during what we're going through right now in the world. So yeah, that makes me happy. What else have we got? Van de Beek could be cheap, Craig. Should we get him? I mean, I'd love us to, but I really don't think that we will. But I like him as a player. What have we got? Redmond Champions of Europe said, I subscribe. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the family. And again, welcome to the new members that have signed up as well today. If you want to become a member, hit that join button. It's only 99p a month. You get all those cool emojis as well as opening up our Discord group as well. Lovely to see some new faces in the Anfield Agenda Discord group. We're often in there. We pitch ideas for shows in there. We get a bit of feedback from you guys in there. I give you a heads up ahead of time about what's going to be going on the channel. So if you are a member, please do make use of that Discord thing because it's part of the membership that you're paying for. So thank you again. Gary Richards said, Craig, Diet Chav. For the first time in the history of this channel, mate, I will say I do not have a Diet Coke with me. I just have a bottle of Volvic. And you know what? I actually need a drink because I'm parched. But no, mate, no Diet Chav at the minute, just Volvic. Now, is there some in the gaff? Yeah, of course there is. I mean, let's not be silly here. I'm well stocked up when it comes to the cans of Diet Coke. AJG27 said, love your content, Craig. Thank you, sir. I'm presuming you're a sir. Maybe you're a madam, but thank you either way. Really appreciate the kind words. Do you think Liverpool will spend money in the summer? And if so, who? Yes, and Timo Werner is my answer there, Benjamin. When I was speaking with James Pearce, name drop, on Thursday, we spoke about Houssem Aouar, and James didn't seem to think that Liverpool really held much of an interest in Aouar, whereas David Maddox seemed to think that Liverpool were monitoring him, but that we wouldn't be spending much money, or any money really, this summer. I was kind of a little bit disappointed. I mean, I love James Pearce to death. I will hope to talk to him again in the future, but yeah, I was a little bit disappointed when I heard that he didn't hear of any interest of us in Aouar, even though I can't pronounce the gentleman's name. But James Pearce knows far more about Liverpool's transfer business than me. Please do check out that stream, by the way, if you haven't watched it. It is up on the channel, and like all of our content, it is completely free. It would be, what have we got? It'd be the last stream we done before today. Sorry, I got confused. Joanne said we're on 1,723 followers on Hot Mic. So what have we got? 277 away from me doing that forfeit and us hitting 2,000. So look, if you haven't downloaded it, you know what to do. Right, any chance of Mbappe? Said Sean Don. I don't think so, Sean, mate. Really, I don't. I think Real Madrid are going to try and move heaven and earth to get Kylian Mbappe there. Zinedine Zidane wants him big time. I think the player wants a move, if I'm being honest, to Real Madrid as well. I think Zidane is his idol. I think that's the most likely. Although how Madrid afford that, I really don't know. But yeah, I can't see Liverpool signing him, unfortunately, or Jadon Sancho before anybody asks that in the next one. Which I would love to say differently, but I always try and give my honest opinion. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, on that one. Right, what else have we got? Oh, I'd love to get your thoughts on this, by the way. Gary Neville. So Gary Neville, I'm gonna try not to laugh. I'm gonna try to read this out without laughing. Gary Neville believes it's possible Manchester United could challenge for the title next season. Speaking to Sky Sports, Gary said, United have found it hard to keep prices and wages down, but they will be in a really strong position to hold their nerve this summer. It'll be really important. They found some form before this, and the glass looked half full rather than half empty, and being 30 points or whatever it is off Liverpool, I'm starting to feel confident United could challenge next season. They need to add 3 or 4 quality players to that, and United will be able to capitalise on the market this summer to do some business. Whew, I did it. I managed to get through it all without laughing because I think they're a long way off challenging for the Premier League title. Nor would I trust them, or would I trust Ed Woodward if I was a United fan, to go out there and actually get the fucking business done this summer, working on the nonsense that he's worked off before. I do want to take a second, by the way, because I like to celebrate good news as well. Harry Maguire and his partner gave birth to he didn't, she certainly did, gave birth to a beautiful new baby, so congratulations to Harry Maguire and his partner. I think it's a baby daughter. Excuse me if I'm incorrect on that, but congratulations to them both on the birth of their new child. Always great to have some good news in these times as well. Well, hello there, Stead. As a United fan, I've never heard Gary Neville say something more delusional. You know what? It's beautiful to hear that from a United fan, right, rather than me just coming on here and laughing at it. So, as you said, you're a United fan. It does seem a little bit far-fetched. Now, I'm still wondering what happens with a couple of things, like will United keep Pogba as an example, because I keep hearing things now about this Pogba link up with Fernandes, but Pogba seems to want out, and Pogba has been linked very strongly with Juventus, Real Madrid and a few other clubs. I don't know, I really don't know, but if I'm a United fan, I'd be getting sick to the fucking teeth of hearing about transfers that might happen and haven't happened. I mean, how long did it take to get the Bruno Fernandes thing over the line? So, the talk of bringing in 3 or 4 huge names this summer, and with the world where it is and the current financial climate, and United having the debt repayments that they do, which they can well handle, by the way, because they bring in a lot of money, I wouldn't be too convinced if I was a Manchester United fan, which thank Christ I'm not. What else have we got? Who's a Barca fan in here? Don't leave me hanging. I mean, outside of Liverpool, I've made no secret of the fact, mate, Barca are a club that I follow very fondly. Yeah, but I don't think you're going to find many Barca fans in here because it's a Liverpool channel. Any news with Koulibaly? Yes, mate. I have to get the shovel out though because we've put it way down. Yeah, no, it's down there with the other bullshit rumours, mate, because it ain't happening. We ain't signing Koulibaly. I've been saying this for a year now, and this is before the current financial climate. We definitely ain't signing Koulibaly, mate. It is not happening. What else is there? So Pedro Chirivella, by the way, looks likely to be moving on to Nantes when the season is over, although that's not really a surprise because we knew his contract was up at the end of the season. And he is a free agent, therefore he can go and sign for whomever he likes. And it looks like he's on his way to France to play for Nantes. And like any other player that leaves the club, I wish him the best with his career. PJ Ladd said, "Hey Craig, hope you're doing well. Dream summer window. Koulibaly, Werner and Havertz, fingers crossed." Not going to happen. PJ, you're going to be disappointed there, mate. The Koulibaly thing, it just won't happen. Just don't let yourself think about it. It is not going to happen. Just don't even contemplate the idea. It ain't happening. And I don't mean to be a damn squid, but I'm just trying to be a realist here. Why would it happen? First and foremost, when there is, areas of the pitch that need addressing more than centre-back. And even if centre-back does need addressing, we don't need to be going out and spending 70 or 80 million quid on Koulibaly to come in and be the third choice centre-back, because Jurgen Klopp has made no secret of the fact that Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk are his first choice centre-back pairing. What else have we got? FSG in or out if Liverpool don't spend this summer? Are you fucking serious? Lols B, like, is that a genuine question or are you taking the piss? How could anybody be FSG out at this moment in time? We are literally about to win the Premier League. We have won the Champions League. We have won the Club World Cup. We have won the Super Cup. We have the best manager in the world. We have the best team in the world. We have just had the new main stand. We are getting a new training facility built. We are going to get the Annie Road end done. Why would anybody not want to give the owners some due praise? Let alone talk about FSG out? That's fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, mate, but that's just ridiculous. I didn't think that type of nonsense still existed in our fan base. Seriously, mate, come on. You're a regular of the channel, but that is complete nonsense. How could you be... I don't know, man. I mean, taxi. That's what I'm saying. Taxi. Ridiculous. Anyway, we move on. I'm struggling on that one. You got me there, mate. Seriously. I didn't think that there was anybody left that was in that department. I really didn't. What was my honest reaction when Watford beat us 3-0? That they deserved to beat us 3-0. That was my honest reaction. I was extremely pissed off at the state of the performance from Liverpool. I didn't give a shit, really. I wasn't somebody that bought into the whole, invincible season thing, mate. So I wasn't bothered on that part. It was more that, like, if we're going to get beaten, fair enough, but we were shit that day. I mean, fair play to Watford, not taking that away from them. Troy Deeney absolutely owned our centre-backs. And we deserved to get beaten 3-0. So my reaction was anger, but it was more at the performance than just the fact that we got beaten. I mean, yeah, if you get beaten, you want to get beaten, but you want to get beaten, haven't put in a performance, and we got beaten, absolutely well beaten by not playing well at all. So I was pissed off about the performance more than anything else, to be honest with you. Who's Paul Pogba? He's some lad that dabs, I think, mate. That's about the last thing I've heard of him. I think he won a World Cup at some point, maybe for his dabbing, I don't know. Mo said we were poor versus Watford. We were, but it's easy for us as Liverpool fans to say we were crap against Watford, but we also deserve to give Watford immense credit for a great performance and a very deserved victory. I mean, they deserved that 3-0 win, and fair play to them. I mean, we can't be bitter about it. Like, we got beaten by a better team on the day. Shit happens. Is it true that Robbie from AFTV has been approached to be part of the backroom staff at Arsenal? I don't know. You'd have to ask Robbie that. I mean, I'd be amazed, but I mean, you'd have to ask Robbie Lyle that. I don't know. But if Liverpool want to approach me to be part of the backroom staff at Anfield, I mean, I'm happy to do it. I'll take one for the team, literally. Does Adrian stay or go? Said Declan. In an ideal world for me, go. But then again, who do you bring in? Like, do you go out and spend 25-30 million on Ergkan Kikir from Trabzonspor, who, by the way, I think has been linked to Everton as well now, as a backup goalkeeper? Would he be happy coming in as a backup keeper? I'd heard, and I spoke to James Pearce about this, that his former manager had said that a deal's been done, and that he's been told by Kikir that he's joining Liverpool. Nobody else seems to be in on this information. But yeah, for me, Adrian, if we could get a better replacement, I would move him on. That's the honest opinion. Bernadette Farrell over on Hot Mike said, so Watford wasn't a surprise. I mean, I would have expected to win the game going into it for sure. Like the way Liverpool were, you were expecting us to win every game going into it because we were just doing so well. But was it a shock? Yeah. But it was deserved from Watford's point of view, for sure. Again, if you're on Hot Mic, ladies and gentlemen, please do share the stream over there. And if you haven't downloaded the app, don't forget Bundesliga next week. We'll be doing watch-alongs. Hot Mic's the place to be. Download the Hot Mic app from the Google Play Store or from the Apple App Store. It works on absolutely any mobile device, whether it be your phone, your iPad, your tablet, whatever it might be. Put in the code Anfield when prompted to for your sign-up or welcome code, and then give us a follow on there as well. Once we hit 2,000 followers on there, and we're really close to moving up the league table another couple of places to become one of the biggest broadcasters on there, please do go over, download that app and give us a follow. Again, I know a lot of people would like to super chat and can't because of we're all fucking broke, and I get it. I'm with you. That can help us out financially without you having to put your hand in your pocket. So again, would love you to do so. What else is there? We'll never forget the Emre Can goal against Watford, bicycle kick. See, what I remember about that, Mo, the goal was amazing, but it was set up by Lucas Leiva. That's the part of that weirdly that I remember, that it was an assist from Lucas. Is Mbappe going to Liverpool? Said Oshin. Unfortunately, no, mate. I don't think so. I would be very, very, very surprised. couple of reasons. Like, as I said earlier on, Real Madrid want them badly, but can they even afford them? I don't know. PSG will only sell a player if they feel comfortable. They won't be bullied into selling a player. Neymar has been linked with a move back to Barcelona as well, and if he was to move, would they allow Mbappe to go as well? There was talk somewhere that there was a Griezmann Neymar swap plus 50 million or something like that going the other way in the works. Again, I don't know how true that is, but nah, I can't see it happening, unfortunately, mate. His wages, the transfer fee, the way the world is at the money. Yeah, the world's fucked at the money. I can't see it happening, mate. Sorry. Oh, I'd love to say yes, mate. I would, but I'd be just lying to you. Who would you say is the Premier League player of the season? Asked, well, hello there. Right, 3 contenders for me. Kevin De Bruyne, Jordan Henderson, Sadio Mane. And then Trent for Young Player of the Year. So, but who would I give it to? My heart said Hendo. But if I was casting my vote, I would probably pick Sadio Mane. But if either Sadio or Hendo win it, I'm absolutely over the moon, as I'm sure they would be for each other. But you can't have this conversation without mentioning Kevin De Bruyne in that conversation as well, who has had a remarkable season at Manchester City. So I think I would love Hendo to win it, and I see that he won the BBC vote, which somehow, by the way, Fernandes ended up in the Premier League team of the season after playing 5 fucking games, which is remarkable, but that is the crazy ass world that we live in. Who would you guys give player of the season to? What about Van Dijk? I don't think last year, absolutely, deservedly so, and should have won the Ballon d'Or. But this season, nah, I think Sadio or Hendo for me. Genuinely, I mean, I'm so glad to see Hendo getting the recognition that he finally deserves. Paddy said all the Karius fanboys should be packing their bags for Berlin. Are there any Karius fanboys? I don't know. He will be coming back to Liverpool, of course, after cancelling his 2-year loan deal with Besiktas. I, like you, think that he will move on somewhere else, and I guess we'll have to wait and see. Again, thank you to everyone that's hit the subscribe button, by the way. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's lovely to have you with us. Yeah, I love welcoming new people into the family, and that's what we are on here. We are a family, we're a community of people who look out for each other and try and have a bit of fun together as well. The next stream after tonight, we'll have about 10 minutes left on tonight's stream, will be on Monday, where, as I said, part of that stream I'll be joined by, I'm not sure exactly who, but some members of Claude and the Banstas. So whether it's Claude and Diesel, or Claude and Terry, or Terry and Diesel, I'm not sure, but we'll be joined by a couple of them anyway, so please do look out for that on Monday. Vardy, question mark, to Liverpool? Nah, he won't leave Leicester, mate. He's yeah, he loves the club. Yeah, no, he won't leave Leicester. Oh, you're talking about for player of the season. Sorry. I'm getting confused. I mean, he's banged in a load of goals, yeah. But we're 30 fucking points, or 25 points clear. Surely, and performing really well. And I know people could say to me, yeah, but Liverpool players, Salah won it, and Liverpool didn't win it. Manchester City won it. I get you, but surely it's got to be a Liverpool player. I mean, surely. And if it isn't Kevin De Bruyne, if it isn't if it isn't Hendo or Sadio, for me, if I was putting money on the table right now, it would be Hendo or Sadio. That's where my money would be going. Dylan said Mane, player of the season. Lols Beep said I agree with you about FSG. They've done well, but I feel like Klopp is carrying them a bit. How? Like, there is a whole team in place, mate, from Dave Fallows and the scouts to Michael Edwards, a backroom team where, if anything, FSG have put immense trust in Jurgen Klopp, more so than they have any other manager. Jurgen Klopp went to them and said, hey guys, I want a new training facility. I want to be able to bring the younger players and the senior players together in one facility. I think it would be great. And they said, okay Jurgen, no problem, there you go mate, here's a 50 million quid training facility for you. Jurgen said, I want to go out and bring in Virgil van Dijk. and break the transfer fee for a defender. Grand, done. Want to go out and sign Alisson Becker, done. Do you know what I mean? They have backed their man. So I don't think they've been carrying him a bit, as in I think it's been a genuine group effort from everybody. Klopp's been amazing. The ownership group have done really well. Michael Edwards playing a blinder. The scouts are absolutely playing out of their skin. The medical team, the sports science team, the nutrition team, the assistant managers, the coaches, the players, of course, the crowd. It's just everything together. Like, it's just, yeah. I mean, everybody. It's collective credit, I think, is the one. So Gunnar Claude TV, welcome. Lovely to see you in, and looking forward to having a chat on Monday. Said Henderson for player of the season. I'm gathering it's probably Terry that I'm talking with from Gunnar Claude TV. And please do go over and give Gunnar Claude TV a follow, by the way, a subscription on YouTube, and of course on Hot Mic, because I did tell you guys that they signed up to Hot Mic as well. So go over and give them a follow on Hot Mic and subscribe on YouTube. I'm going to be a regular contributor for their Premier League podcast on YouTube. I'll be the Liverpool guest. I did one last week with them. I did a charity stream for the NHS as well with the guys over there, and I had really good fun, and I look forward to it again in the future. Do you remember Hicks and Gillette? Yes, I do. A fucking spade in the ground within 30 days. Yeah, I do remember those Cowboys, mate. An epic swindle by Brian Reid, by the way. If you're looking for a book to read about the Hicks and Gillette ownership or their time at Liverpool, An Epic Swindle by Brian Reid is a fantastic book to read. I mean, it's up there as some of my favourite Liverpool books, along with Mentality Monsters by Paul Tompkins, and you know, just yeah, that is the best book I've seen written about that particular period of Liverpool's time with those owners, Hicks and Gillette. Yeah, I mean, that bullshit pair of cowboy boots and that bullshit interview they did after they lost it, just fuck off. Hicks and Gillette, seriously. Not you as a person, mate, Christ, I didn't mean that, I meant but them too. Yeah, no. Did you see the list of top 50 teenage players in the world? I didn't, mate, no. I've been really busy. When I'm not doing my research for the show, I'm spending time with the family and then trying to get a few rays of the sun in the back garden. What have we got? My stupid notification doesn't go off. I'm always late, said Marco. Well, you're here with us now, Marco, mate. That's the main thing, and it's lovely to have you with us. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm shamelessly plugging this, but if you didn't watch our interview with James Pearce of The Athletic, please do go and check out that. I'm sure you guys know who James Pearce is. He used to be the Liverpool correspondent with The Echo, and then he moved to The Athletic. He is, he's been covering Liverpool for a very, very, very long time. A lovely fella, a great journalist, and a great guest as well. So please do go and check out that interview. That was the last one that we did before tonight's stream. And those that have watched it have given us really kind feedback, and I appreciate it. It's Claude. It is yourself, Claude. Oh, lovely to have you in, Claude, mate. I hope life's treating you well. And again, as I said to you on the show, mate, I hope your dad is okay. Lots of love from all of us here, the whole Anfield Agenda family, and I know I speak for everybody in the chat, Claude. Lots of love to you, fella. Lots of love to your dad, and I hope that you're keeping okay, mate. And I'm looking forward to having a chat with you again soon, because you treated me really well when I was over there, buddy, and I'll never forget it. And you're a true gent, sir, so welcome. And as I said, lots of love to you. What have we got? Did you see the rumour for Willian to Liverpool? I did, mate. We're going back a while now. I say a while, it's a week. It feels like a long time, Bradley. But one that I don't think will happen, mate. I actually don't know where he'll end up. I wonder, will he stay in London? I mean, he's a very good player. Good work rate. You hear mixed reviews from Chelsea fans about him. I wonder where he will go, but I don't think it will be to Liverpool, Bradley. What else have we got? I still don't get it. Chris Wilder, okay, he did great for Sheffield, got them European football. Well, he hasn't got them European football, to be fair, yeah. And did madness, but manager of the year for the Europa League football, Klopp should win it. I don't get pundits. Look, Chris Wilder has, without a doubt, had a remarkable season with Sheffield United to get them up to where they are as things stand in the Premier League. And they'll be pushing for a European place for sure. But I do agree with what you're saying, Gabrielle. for Jurgen Klopp to have Liverpool so far clear in the Premier League, to be going for the first league title in 30 years, to be, as things stand, still technically the defending champions of Europe, although that doesn't count for Premier League Manager of the Year, I know. It's got to go to Kloppo for me, but I am biased. But you do have to give a nod to Chris Wilder for a remarkable job, for without a doubt. Brendan Rodgers done an excellent job at Leicester City as well, with a very good young team. But Manager of the Year, as biased as I am, it's got to be Jurgen Klopp, surely. What else have we got? Spurs, maybe. Delwyn reckons for Willian. I'm not sure. Let's just pretend they were never here. For Hickson Gillette, said Andrew over on Hot Mic. I'm all up for that, Andrew. I'm all up for that, mate. Much like the Hodgson era, I am happy to go full on Men in Black and have that little zoop thing that wipes my memory of that whole period of time. Although, you know, we would be talking about a Champions League final being wiped out of our memories there from 2007. And there's a really good story actually in An Epic Swindle about Athens 2007. And I don't want to give it away because it's Brian Reed's book and an amazing book, but basically Rafa had to give up his fucking hotel room. You know what I mean? And those who've read the book will know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's just shambolic to say the least, but great book, brilliant book from Brian Reed. I'm just trying to check my notes to see if there's anything else I've forgotten about. Great to see the fan media uniting makes sense. Rivals not enemies, said Dave Sweeney. Yeah, look, if there's one thing I think that we've learned in all of this is that we are all stronger together than apart. And I have loved being able to interact and catch up with other clubs and other fan channels, and it's great. It is absolutely great, and rivals not enemies is a beautiful phrase that I know is used by many people, and you're right. You are absolutely right. We are all stronger together. There is plenty of viewers for everybody, and we'll always all support different teams, but that doesn't mean that we can come together like we do for the big occasions and like we do for the charity streams that we do. And yeah, I'm all for it. Well said. Right, what else have we got? Firmino. I love Firmino, Mo. Absolutely love him. Top show again, Craig Mucker Lad, said Explorer McClive. Thank you. Final show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're that close to hitting 200 members on the channel. If you haven't signed up, hit that join button. It's just 99p a month, and it does open up the Anfield Agenda Discord group. It gives you all the Anfield Agenda emojis that our members have to play around with. You get the Anfield Agenda badge beside your name. The longer you're with us, that badge changes colour. You'll see a load of gold badges on the screen right now. They're members that have been with us for 3 months. As they go on, those badges will change colour. The longer they're here, it'll become red. And then when you're here a year, well, you know what? We're still working on the colour for the year-long badge because we haven't had memberships that long. So we haven't even had that conversation yet. But again, thank you to everyone that sent in super stickers and super chats. But if you really want to just help us out, as I said, please download the Hot Mic app because the Watchalongs are coming soon. It'll be the Bundesliga first, and then we'll be heading towards the Premier League, hopefully in June. Hot Mic app, there is a link in the description below. It is available for free on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. And use the code ANFIELD when you sign up, all capital letters. And when you sign up and follow us, make sure to go over and follow Claude and the guys as well. And thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll sign off as I always do by saying stay safe from my family, and I do speak on behalf of all of my family to your families around the world, wherever you're watching. We wish you love, prosperity, most importantly health. Thank you so much for your time as always. You don't know how much it means to me. I love coming on here and chatting with you crazy fuckers. I will chat to you on Monday. Take care of yourselves, enjoy your weekend, and up the motherfucking Reds. Love to you all.